It's great to be here today amongst friends. Just back there. I'd like to thank Senator Obama and his folks for inviting me. And I'm glad he doesn't play the guitar. I'd be out of a job at this time. Snake Speedway in the Utah desert, I pick up my money and I head back into town. Driving across the Waynesburg County line, I got the radio on, but I'm just killing time. Working all day, but your eyes go blind and your blood runs cold. Sometimes I feel so weak, I just wanna explode. Explode and tear this whole town apart. Take a knife and cut this pain from my heart. Find somebody itching for something to start. Well, the dogs on Main Street. Northeast Ohio, back in 1803, James and Danny Heaton found the ore that was lying in Yellow Creek. They built a blast furnace here along the shore, and they made the cannonballs that helped the Union win the war. Here in Youngstown, here in Youngstown, my sweet Jenny, I'm sick and down, dear darling, in Youngstown. Land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Well, this land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me the endless sky. I saw below me a golden valley. Well, this land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California. We're at the crossroads. We are at the crossroads. We are at the crossroads.
Tell you, the last couple of days I've been just feeling good. And so I want to. Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
There are a couple other people that I want to acknowledge. First of all, and back then we didn't have much money. We didn't have many endorsements. We weren't given much of a chance in the polls or by the pundits. So we knew we had a steep climb ahead of us. But I also knew this. I knew that the size of our challenges had outgrown the smallness of our politics.
Yeah, I know this.
We've been able to come so far, to come so close because of you. That's how it will change this country, because of you. And that's why we can't afford, in these last 2 days, to slow down or sit back or let up 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 second. Not now, not when there's so much at stake. We got to go out there and win this election. Ohio, I don't need to tell you, we're in the midst of the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. 760,000 workers have lost their jobs so far this year. A whole lot of them here in Ohio. Businesses and families can't get credit. Foreclosures skyrocketing, home prices dropping, pensions disappearing. It's gotten harder and harder to make the mortgage or fill up your gas tank, even keep on electricity or heat on at the end of the month. So at moments like this, the last thing we can afford is 4 more years of the same old tired, stale, failed theories that say we should give more and more money to millionaires and billionaires and big corporations and hope that somehow prosperity trickles down on everybody else. Most of it, you cannot name what he stands for, what his economic policy is, because he spends all his time talking about me. But here's what I can tell you. When John McCain wants to give a $700,000 tax cut to the average Fortune 500 CEO, that's not change. That's what we've been doing for the last 8 years. It's not change when he wants to give $200 billion to the biggest corporations or $4 billion to the oil companies, Exxon. But a new day is dawn. Sunshine is on the way. We just got 2 more days of these clouds. Now listen, it was just a week ago. It was just a week ago that John McCain said that he and President Bush share a common philosophy. And we know that when it comes to foreign policy, Dick Cheney and John McCain share a common philosophy as well. One that says that if you talk tough, a lot of empty bluster coming out of Washington, that somehow you're going to fix our problems. Or that a war in Iraq without end is the way to defeat Osama bin Laden and Al-Qaeda, who are in Afghanistan and Pakistan, not Iraq. So George Bush may be in an undisclosed location, but Dick Cheney is out there on the campaign trail because he'd be delighted to pass the baton to John McCain. Actually, it's not a baton, it's a shovel, because he's been digging a deep hole for us, and he wants to pass it on to John McCain. George Bush's economic policies, Dick Cheney's foreign policies. It's a twofer that you get with John McCain, but it's a risk we can't afford to take. It's time for a change, Cleveland. That's why I'm running for president of the United States of America.